have Mary with me and we have Princy with me. So Mary is the AVP of marketing at Xoxoday. So she will be taking us over Xoxoday product and the integration that we have with Zoho People. So Princy, on the other hand, Princy leads marketing for Zoho People.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast. I'm Mary from Giift, and I'm in conversation with Princy from Zoho. Today, we are going to cover what does it take to create a seamless recognition and reward experience with the Zoho People integration. To take you all through a quick overview of what Giift as a company does. So at Giift, we've created an entire product suite that caters to different stakeholders within a company, whether you're looking at growing revenue through your employees, your customers, your sales teams, and also your external channel partners and distributors. And what's powering all of these solutions is a global reward marketplace. So when we look at the kind of business we've done so far, we've been in business for a little over 10 years. And we've clocked 22 billion in gross margin value. Today, we can proudly say that we cater to 65 million happy end users, and they are supported by 500 of my colleagues who are working across the globe. And our presence today is in 55 countries with customers from small to mid-size and large enterprises. And how do we cater to our customers? It's through our 6 best-in-class products. And our marketplace is powered by offerings from 1 million merchants who are across the world in different countries, so that we can give both international and local brands as reward options. And overall, we have 3,000 satisfied customers and growing as we speak. To look into the products that Giift offers, it's a suite of 6 products. The first one is LBMS that caters to marketing teams that are managing customer loyalty and reward programs in order to grow with their existing customer base. Then we have the Xoxoday platform, which provides comprehensive infrastructure for rewards, incentives, and payouts, and it covers more than 100 use cases today. Impulse is our end-to-end employee engagement platform, and it helps HR professionals manage their recognition, rewards, benefits, engagement, and communication programs. Coming to Compass, it's our sales, commission, and incentive automation platform, leveraged by RevOps and sales leaders to motivate their sales teams by giving transparency into commission programs and delivering on-time payouts. And powering these 4 platforms is our marketplace. It's a global reward redemption platform, and the catalog today spans 10 million products, and these products are across 30 plus categories. And the merchants who are powering our marketplace today also have a product for themselves called Giftbox, which allows them to run merchant offers, promotions, and discounts through our existing user base. Now, coming to the big question, why Xoxoday? So, as I mentioned earlier, Xoxoday is a comprehensive rewards platform that enables businesses to deliver rewards to recipients who are present in a single location, multiple locations across the globe, and all of this via a very personalized experience, and that delivers instant gratification and a seamless experience. So what are some of the things that really stand out and make you choose Xoxoday over other vendors in the market? We have a very flexible expiry option, so you can set the expiry dates for the rewards that you deliver to your end users. Then we have advanced analytics so that you can track the success and the ROI and the real-time status of your rewards delivery and the redemption status. And easy customization means you can personalize the reward experience, whether it is redesigning the email page or the SMS, adding your brand name, your logo, and your brand colors. And all of this is powered by an AI-driven reward recommendation engine. It is able to suggest the optimal reward options based on the choices that you have made in the past and your audience choices. And we already discussed about the global reward marketplace. It's one of the best out there in the world. And we are constantly growing this to make sure that it remains inclusive and is able to cater to to a wide variety of user preferences. And what makes all of this work really well are the seamless integrations, whether you're looking at integrations with CRM platforms, HRMS, HCM platforms, or your ABM and your loyalty platforms. Any of these tools can be integrated with Xoxoday so that you can automate these reward workflows right within your workflow process. What makes administration easy is the option to add multiple admins to your Xoxoday account so that each of them can manage their own campaigns, set controls, and take care of reward distribution. And because we are talking about teams and users spread across the world, the platform has options for multi-currency, and you can deliver gifts in the currency that your users prefer. And when it comes to billing, we offer pay on redemption, which means you do not have to spend unless the user is redeeming rewards. That means you're saving on funds and your overall cost in terms of rewards drastically comes down. Now, what are some of the things that the Xoxoday platform is being used for when we look at our current customer base? We have customers using Zozo reward points, which are really suited for loyalty programs, channel incentives, and employee rewards. Then we look at Zozo reward links, which are really working well for consumer promotions, or if you have a one time reward situation, or to deliver survey incentives for users participating in your survey. Zozo reward codes are best suited when it comes to corporate gifting, holiday gifting, and marketing campaigns. And we also have the reward API that can be plugged into your platform when you are powering loyalty programs or edutech programs and HRMS platforms. And the reward marketplace today is best suited for influencer marketing, crypto and gaming, and HRMS platforms. And the embedded rewards iframe is best suited for loyalty programs, community platforms, and in app rewards. So, today we are going to go in depth and talk about the integration between Xoxoday and Zoho People. Why is this integration really important? And that's where Princy comes in to walk us through what Zoho People does today and how this integration really closes the loop for the employee engagement, recognition, and rewards program. Over to you, Princy.
Thank you, Mary, for a very brief and detailed explanation about what Zoxoday is and how the integration helps. So now I'll be giving you a brief introduction to Zoho and who we are as a company. So Zoho Corporation has four different other brands under it. So one's Manage Engine, the other one is Control, Trainer Central, and Zakia, which was recently released. It's a modern retail POS solution. So, talking about Zoho, we are in the industry for about 25 years now, and today we have more than 55 different applications that cater to different aspects of a business, whether it is your back end finance applications or your sales related CRM and marketing applications. We have a variety of tools that organization can choose to run their entire business on. And recently, last year, we hit 100 million users worldwide across 150 different countries. And today, we are 15,000 plus employees. And the beauty of Zoho is all of our applications are interconnected and data flows seamlessly through any application that you choose from the Zoho ecosystem. And this is to just give you a gist about how we as an organization have grown over the years. So we started in 2005 with a small CRM, and today in 2024 we are 100 million strong users. And we are present worldwide in 100 different countries, and we have 11 of our own data centers. Zoho People is Zoho's HR solution. We started way back in 2008 as a very small, simple, humble HR information system. And 15 years later, we are 1 million users strong, and with more employees working in more than 30,000 plus organizations. So, this is to give you a brief about the solutions that we offer to the HR industry. And starting from onboarding your employees into the organization and managing their data, and no matter how many offices you have spread across the globe, you can manage any number of employees, any number of business units that you have. And while doing that, also taking care of their regular HR tasks like tracking their attendance, leave, timesheets, ensuring they give their best through tracking their performance, and giving them opportunities to learn and grow within the organization. We have a set of tools, an array of solutions that organizations can pick and choose and use based on how their organization works. So these are some brands, notable brands that use Zoho People today. So coming to our point of, why should an HRMS and a rewards platform come together? So based on a survey by Gartner, it's not just important that you give timely feedback, but it's also equally important that you reward good work. And today we are a multi-generational workforce, and especially with Gen Z coming into the picture, rewards and the kind of rewards that you give also matters. So how should your rewards and recognition program look like? It's not just any random set of guidelines that you bring in, but you should ensure that employees recognition needs are fulfilled, what is their expectation. And managers shouldn't think this as a regular monthly checklist that they do, but equal amount of work put in to recognize good work, and very fairly at that, is more important. And it should also be ingrained in the way you work. That should be part of your culture, and not just as an external program that employees are pushed to do. When you do it wholeheartedly with a full-fledged proper program, there could be amazing results that you can achieve with a wonderful rewards and recognition program. So here is where how a HRMS like Zoho People and a reward solution like Xoxoday could help you. Zoho People gives you the space to track employee performance and give timely feedback. So no matter, it could be from the manager to the employee, peer-to-peer feedback, or 360-degree feedback as well. So once the Zozo Day comes into picture, you'll be able to reward good work. So now let's see how the integration works.
Yeah, so Princey, I just have a small question. So you were talking quite a bit about Zoho people. I wanted to understand who your target segment is. Do you consider enterprises as your main target segment, or do you consider SMBs as your target segment? And if you could elaborate more on that.
Specifically do that because we have Zoho People, not just Zoho People, but any product in Zoho that you take, we have 100 user company using it, as well as we have a company size of up to 20,000 also using the product. So our range varies, but the system is so customizable that it works for both SMBs and the enterprise segment. So to enable the integration with Xoxoday, you'll have to go to settings on the top right corner, click on marketplace, and you'll have Xoxoday listed here. So for convenience sake, I've already enabled the integration, but it takes only a couple of minutes to integrate your Xoxoday account with Zoho People. So in the integration settings, you'll be able to specify which locations or which of your offices will be able to use this integration, and also what type of employees. It could be contract employees, your permanent employees, or your temporary workforce as well. So once you define these, you'll be able to add points and distribute them to your employees as well. So let me quickly show you where it will appear within the product. So in the home page under My Space and Overview, you'll be able to see the Xoxoday reward points here. And from here, employees can quickly go and redeem their points based on the numbers that they hold. So once we click this, they'll be able to browse through a variety of options through which they can redeem their points. And Xoxoday, as said earlier, has a variety of options to do it, either through gift cards, through merchandise, or through different experiences as well. So in case if you are a manager and you want to reward your employees with some more points, so how do we do that? So Randall here is a reportee of mine, and here I go to reward points, and you'll be able to see the total number of points available and what is the current points that the employee holds. So if I want to add another 100 points and give the reason for the reward, I can directly assign these points to Randall, and they can enable redeem it at any point. So that's pretty much about the integration and how employees can seamlessly redeem their points right from their HR platform itself. So as an admin, you'll be able to assign reward points in bulk or send individually as well. So when it comes to reward points, one reward point equals to one INR or one USD based on the currency that you operate in. You will be also able to find your total number of reward points or the funds available here, and you can also directly add your funds right from the Xoxoday portal itself. That's about it from my end.
So as Princy explained earlier, the process is really seamless from Zoho People to Xoxoday for your employees, your people managers, and your admins managing this program end to end. Now let's take a look at some of the challenges that some of the HR professionals talked about, and these really stand out for us. So Vikram says that he's trying to make the workplace more attractive for remote workers. Today, the world is both hybrid and remote, but there are companies that are trying to bring their remote workers back to the office. So what is it that Vikram can do to make the workplace more appealing to those remote workers? Then we have Tracy, who is looking for ways to boost workplace productivity, make sure their employees are feeling motivated, because their traditional approach to recognition and rewards doesn't seem to be giving the desired results. Then we have Sanjay Jain, who is taking care of the attrition levels at the company, and he feels that the high attrition levels is not helping the organization stay sustainable. George is trying to hire or bring new talent into the company, but he feels that he's not able to get enough high quality profiles from his employee referral program. And employee referrals being one of the best ways to source good talent to a company. Olivia is facing another challenge. She is tackling high attrition for the top high performers within the company. So, how is it that she can make sure that these talent or these high performers do not leave the organization, because there's a lot of investment that's happened into this talent? Then we have Maya, who is struggling to find the right candidates when she rolls out job postings on LinkedIn. So how can she get qualified candidates or the right fit for the roles that she is looking for? And lastly, we have Sally, who feels that she's not getting enough resumes from her team after she's rolled out the employee referral program. Now, the answer lies within the Zoho People and Xoxoday integration. So we'll go through a few use cases, popular use cases that this integration is being leveraged by our customers today. So Princy very clearly mentioned that both systems are critical components for your HR tech ecosystem, because Zoho People is taking care of the employee experience aspect through the HRMS solutions, which also include engagement solutions. And Xoxoday is closing that loop with the reward redemption experience. And together they are creating a complete employee experience. Now, coming to the use cases, this integration can be leveraged for performance rewards when you're tying recognition to employees who are meeting and exceeding their KPIs. Then we have service rewards that celebrate employees who've been with the company for a significant amount of time. Then we have employee referral incentives to incentivize employees to bring in their family and friends and bring in the right talent to your workplace. We also cover employee perks if you're looking to help employees maximize their savings and extend their paychecks through discounts that are available for their everyday shopping needs. Then we have milestone rewards. We are talking about how the employee experience from onboarding until exit and everything in between can be improved at every touch point by making sure you connect them with rewards. And lastly, we are talking about employee gifting for the different holidays and special days that are celebrated at work, whether it's Christmas, Diwali, or employee appreciation. Okay, now that we've covered some of the common use cases that this integration supports, let's dig into some of the use cases that our customers are actively using. So the first one is how do we support CXOs who are looking at reducing attrition, improving employee retention rates for their organizations? And these could be the CEO themselves or the CHRO. So in this case, we are looking at the CHRO of a Bangalore-based unicorn who was looking to solve the issue of high attrition. How did he leverage this integration? So the solution that we presented was using a bottoms-up rewards and recognition strategy that leverages the Zoho People capabilities and the global reward catalog from Xoxoday to engage employees. And in terms of results, after implementing this solution, they were able to see that over a period of 1 year, the attrition came down by 27% and was primarily because the recognition and reward program was able to successfully deliver the much needed motivation for the top performers and for long-time employees to stay around and continue doing their best work and be rewarded for those efforts. Moving on to the next use case, we are looking at people managers who are critical in driving the day-to-day performance of their teams. So how do they make sure that they don't just engage their teams, but they're also attracting the right talent for their teams? So the VP of a Fortune 500 company was looking to attract top talent for his team, which was data science, and they needed a comprehensive rewards program partner who could support their employee referral program, because he wanted people who were similar to his team members, which was already great talent, to refer their friends and family network. So the solution here again is rolling out an employee referral program via Zoho People and powering the reward experience for successful employee referrals via Xoxoday and Xoxoday's reward marketplace. And this led to 17 successful employee referrals, all of it in a span of just 2 months. And the VP was able to make sure that his team got the right talent on board. And the next use case we are covering is for people engagement leaders. These are professionals who are looking to drive engagement both for their employees and for contractors and gig workers. We're looking at an online travel giant in Australia that was facing challenges with engaging their remote employees. And they were looking for a reward platform that could offer a seamless recognition and reward experience. And the solution here was how the Xoxoday and the Zoho People integration can deliver both the recognition and the reward program that the customer was looking for. And in terms of results, after implementing this integration and their reward and recognition program, was they saw a 30% increase in employee engagement. And this was calculated by running an ENPS survey both before and after implementing the program. And in terms of delivering financial well-being, they were able to calculate 50,000 in savings via the perks and discounts offering for their employees. And this was a big win for the employer. So Ganesh, at this point, I'll probably take a short break and check in with you if there are some of the popular questions that we can address, whether it's me or Princey, and we are ready to take those questions now.
Yes, Mary. I think the audience has two questions. Let me go through them. Uh, One HR leader is asking, how do companies typically leverage employee gifting for the use cases that you just shared, and how do as a HR leader track this stat or info? Right. I think the common problem that a lot of HR leaders face is that they need to track these metrics, right? Be it after rewarding, say, $50,000, say, be it after $20,000. What is the impact of those
Correct.
rewards? How do I, as a HR, track this info? That is the question that this person is asking. So, yeah.
That's a great question, because unless you don't measure the ROI and the success of your program, you really don't know whether you can continue with the program, right? And that's where Xoxoday is giving you clear data and analytics into what is the reward wallet balance looking like, how many reward points have been already delivered to your users, and how many of them have been redeemed. And for the ones redeemed, what are the kind of reward options that were redeemed by your users? With this data, you're able to clearly understand what is the utilization percentage of your reward budget. Is it really living up to the outcomes that you have already planned? And then you can tie these data and insights back to how they are driving your business outcomes, whether it is productivity, KPIs, revenue targets. And all of these reports are available on the Xoxoday platform.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I think this was I think this is a very good answer.
Okay.
There is one more question that another gentleman is asking. So the question is, what are some tips, tricks, and strategies on how other enterprises have implemented a employee R&R program for their teams? So typically, what happens is that for large companies that implement R&R programs, they will have to do it for a very large team with multiple locations, etc. Right? So, any strategies on how they are doing it, any best practices that you would like to share?
Sure. Princey, would you like to take this and I can probably add?
Yeah, sure. So, for larger companies, especially if they have multiple business units spread across different locations and having large team sizes, so it's better to first understand, map out what is required for their organization. So they could have sales teams, and not one single program is going to fit all of their requirements, right? There's going to be sales teams, there's going to be a development team, and so many other teams. And the rewards you give for sales incentives is going to be very different from what you could give to another team, say development or your marketing teams, right? So in that case, it's very important to map out what is required, what are the kind of rewards that you want to give to each of these different employees. So that is one. And number two is shouldn't go fully in and do a complete rollout. First, probably you could do it for one location, and then pan it out to your other offices or your other teams. See how things are working and gradually increase, your rewards program. And another important thing is that uh, it's very important to keep an eye on the cost, because if you're not going to track these things, so that's exactly where a solution like Zozoday comes into the picture, right? So tracking all of these details, companies should ensure that all the kind of reports that they need is all in place before they move into deployment. So these are some important aspects that large enterprises can look into. Yeah, and Mary, you can add on to this if you have any.
Sure, Princey. I think you definitely covered the most important ones. And I think to add to that, when you're looking at enterprises, you're talking about teams that are spread across the world, which means these teams probably speak different languages. They also utilize different currencies, and they have different reward preferences, right? And while the recognition program is trying to be inclusive when it comes to Zoho People, the reward experience also needs to be inclusive. And that is where the global marketplace really supports the inclusivity of rewards, because there's multi-currency options available, and there are 10 million reward choices that are available to the end users, who are the employees in this case. And when you look at the stats of what we have accomplished so far, we have currently 30 categories and we are growing. And we have 10 million choices of rewards. And as Princey mentioned, these are spanning across gift cards, experiences, lounge, travel, and so on. And when we look at the merchant network, we have more than 1 million merchants, and we're constantly looking to add more merchants so that we have a coverage of international and local brands that are popular with employees. And that is what makes this end-to-end experience through Zoho and Zozoday a complete experience.
Yeah, I think what you guys said pretty much answers the question, and it was definitely a very well framed answer, right? So, yeah, thank you so much for answering the questions that our audience had. So, let's continue on with the presentation, Mary.
Sure. Thank you, Ganesh. So moving on, we are now looking at the hero feature of Zozoday, which is our reward marketplace. And we just talked about what the reward marketplace has to offer, right? Now, this gives a glimpse into what are the different things that are possible in terms of reward redemption. We have the e-gift cards, which are really popular because it gives users the flexibility to use those cards at the brands that they really love. Then we have experiences. If you're looking to tick off your bucket list of things that you want to do, the experiences offerings really help you. Then we have physical gift cards that can be customized for customers. And for people looking for tangible products, merchandise, we have branded merchandise, and we also have an integration with Amazon, which is really popular across the world. And beyond that, we have offers, daily deals, and discounts that employees can avail. And if you are into gaming, then we also have gaming related rewards. Then we have top ups for magazine, book subscription, and for mobile. We also talked about the travel experience where you can book hotels, flights, get lounge access, book car rentals. And there are a lot of companies today who want to focus on their CSR initiatives because their employees are really looking at giving back to communities. So we have a bunch of charitable and donations related brands that we've associated with. Then we have financial products like prepaid cards, that can be topped up with funds and given to your employees. And then we have customizable swag that you can add your company's branding, and you can deliver these as gift hampers to your employees. So whether it's for onboarding or if it's for a key milestone they've completed, the swag really does its job. And with that, we see who are the customers today who are leveraging Xoxoday and who've been long-time customers. So we have big brands like Abbott and Avaya who've been utilizing us. So we are popular from small companies to mid-size and enterprises, primarily because this is a DIY platform. It's easy to come on board, easy to set up and manage and track the ROI of your rewards. And with that, we come to the end of our presentation. Thank you, Princy. Love talking to you. And it was a really insightful session today.